kitty, kitty.
This could be an obstacle for Pantaloon.
Lantern Rite is nearly here. Why don't we decorate the inn this year? Oh, don't you know? On the first full moon of the first month each year, Liyue celebrates the Lantern Rite. It's a festival to commemorate the heroes from the past. After dark, the people release Xiao and Mingxiao lanterns into the night sky. Oh, may the flames of wisdom spread to all and never be extinguished. This is the meaning of the lanterns. We believe they act as the beacons in the night, guiding bygone heroes back to their homeland.
Wow, it sounds like a grand festival. And where there's a grand festival, there's always special seasonal snacks. You catch Paimon's drift?
You want to get involved in the Lantern Rite? That's great! The festive period leading up to the day itself is all part of the celebrations. During this time, we pray to bring peace and ward off bad luck. Liyue locals call it bidding farewell to the old and welcoming the new. If you're looking to take part, it's not too late. Oh, also, if you're able to, could you try to convince Xiao to go with you? We're not close. I wouldn't know how to ask him myself. But it seems that you've grown familiar.
Yeah, Paimon thinks it might be best to leave him alone for a few days.
I suppose you're right. Anyway, just thought I'd mention it. You should get yourselves down to the harbor. If you leave too late, the city will be crowded with people and you won't be able to make the most of it. Get going. Happy Lantern Rite. Let me guess where you're from.
Burst forth!
Please declare your
Young lady, if I may be so bold, how much for the floating thing,
What a strange thing to say! But Paimon's curious? What number did you have in mind exactly? Oh, forget it. Let's assume you meant Paimon is worth more than Mora can buy.
As a matter of fact, I'm having some financial trouble recently. I probably couldn't afford it. I'm just a small-time merchant anyway. I don't deal in rare and exotic treasures.
You know, the more you talk, the more suspicious you sound.
My, someone's in a grumpy mood, aren't they? Here, maybe some candy will make you feel better.
Ooh, suspiciously trustworthy!
So, I assume you two are in Liyue for the lantern, right? This year's Xiao lantern is supposed to be a sight well worth the wait. The plastrite that will lift the lantern into the air is the largest in 20 years. It's big enough to make you wonder if the fabled floating city in the clouds really does exist. I guess it must just be held up by a similarly sized chunk of plastrite.
Sounds awesome!
I hope our paths cross again. Welcome to Liyue. Well, I can't speak for the whole of Liyue Harbor, but you're always welcome in my store, at least.
Wow, so many stalls! Here, there, everywhere!
My time with the crux. Building materials. Yes, this seems to be enough. Still happening. There seems to be something mysterious.
I'm Ching Ching. I just donated Dolly. She's my rag doll. Last night in my dream, Dolly told me her wish was to fly up into the sky and see the view. So I gave her to the lady over by the big deer lantern. Dolly's wish will come true now. Won't it? I did the right thing, didn't I? Wishes are supposed to come true at the lantern rite, aren't they?
Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus.
Welcome. Please take a seat.
I've got a bunch of interesting gadgets, all from
Please take a seat.
My friend, what can I get
Look! That stone is floating! Luckily, it's tethered in place. If it wasn't held down, who knows where it would fly off to?
This is the plasterite to be used for the Xiao lantern. The whole of the Xiao market is centered around it.
Oh, hello! Who are you?
I'm Zhang. Recently, I've been tracking progress on the construction of the Xiao lantern. You seem like newcomers. Is this your first lantern ride?
Yes. How can you tell?
Well, I don't remember running into any weird and wonderful mascots at last year's festival. You'll see lots of people releasing little lanterns during the festival. Those ones are called Xiao lanterns. But there's also a huge one, a joint effort by all the people of Liyue Harbor. That one is called the Xiao lantern. Almost every business in Liyue has a booth at the annual Xiao market. But despite its popularity, this is the one time of the year they're not looking to make a profit. The street market exists solely to raise the funds and materials required for the Xiao lantern construction.
So, the Xiao market. Does it have stuff you can eat?
Plenty. And if I do say so myself, the Lantern Rite is the best festival for sampling Liyue's local delicacies. It is Liyue's biggest annual festival, after all. Showing off your craft is a great way to drum up a reputation. So even if there's no mora to be made, everyone is secretly going all out to get their produce under the spotlight.
Folks in Liyue are so smart.
If you need any help, you can look for Wangya. She's overseeing the Lantern Rite. She's usually somewhere around the Xiao market. She's your first port of call.
Ooh, will she know which stall sells the tastiest stuff?
No doubt. When it comes to the Lantern Rite, no one knows more than she does.
Got it! Let's go to the Xiao market and look for Wangya. And then go to the stall with the tastiest food and eat till we're stuffed.
Hi, can I help you? From the look of you, you don't hail from Liyue. Are you traveling through? Welcome to the Xiao market. Overseeing? Not exactly. The Lantern Rite Festival belongs to the whole of Liyue. It's not just one person's to oversee. I'm just taking care of a few small things, doing my bit to make sure everyone who joins in the festivities has a good time.
We want to know where the tastiest food in the whole wide Xiao market is.
The tastiest? Hard to say. I guess that depends on your personal preference. Still, what I can tell you is that everyone's talking about Yin Yan's stall. If it gets any busier over there, I'm gonna have to bring the millilith to keep things orderly. Hey, you'd best get over there quick before the streets get too crowded with people. Oh, and if you are heading to Yin Yan, please do me a favor and run this document over to him. It's a summary of the data from last year's Lantern Rite, compiled by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. It has a few operational tips for our vendors. If you're heading in that direction, it'd be a great help. As thanks, I've got a gift for you when you get back.
Lantern Rite Special Grilled Tiger. Lantern Rite Special Grilled Tigerfish. Don't pass up the opportunity to give it a try. We really don't have enough hands on deck. If I'd known, I would have roped some others in.
What's the best thing on the menu?
Ah, customers. Take a look and decide for yourself. I can do anything on the menu. Or if there's something in particular you're after, I can do that instead.
Woohoo! Paimon will have... Huh. Now that you mention it, you do have a lot of options for a food stall.
Naturally. If there's a dish I can't cook, I've yet to hear about it. Same every year. The old operational tips. How's this for a tip? Leave the handbook to one side and concentrate on the killer cooking. Hand it over. I'll use it to feed the fire later. Come on then, place your orders. Aren't you here to eat?
There are so many. This one looks good, but Paimon wants to try that one too. Huh? Grilled tigerfish? That's the one Pervases love to eat, isn't it? Seeing as the Lantern Rite is about commemorating the heroes of the past, let's order this one. This can be our way of honoring his memory.
Ah, your friend has a good eye for food. That's our specialty. Please wait. I'll have it ready for you in no time. Okay, here's your grilled tigerfish. What do you think?
Delicious. Of course. What kind of a guide would Paimon be otherwise?
Well, hope you enjoy your food. I gotta see to some other customers. If you get hungry again, you know where I am. Lantern Rite Special Grilled Tigerfish.
So you're back. What do you think? Yin Yan makes some mean grub, huh?
Ah, so tasty.
Oh yeah? He said that last year, too. If he'd listened to our marketing tips, he'd be doing even better by now. Anyway, not to worry. Here's the gift I was talking about. This Xiao lantern is for you.
Wow, Such a beautiful lantern. How is it made?
I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to explain the process concisely. But if you're interested in Xiao lanterns, you can ask Jingming over there. He's in charge of both the Xiao and Mingxiao lanterns.
So he's responsible for this super duper huge one too?
That's right. He should be easy to find. Just over there, I think.
If we could make a Xiao lantern for Xiao, maybe that would cheer him up a bit. Let's find Jingming and see what he has to say.
This always gives me the most indescribable.
This is the lantern light.
Oh, these Xiao lanterns are very warm.
At this rate, we should be able to meet the deadline. Teach you how to make Xiao lanterns. Oh, You don't look like locals to me. Looking to try your hand at making your own? I'll be happy to teach you. There's no one way to make a Xiao lantern, but let me start by showing you the simplest one. I should have some spare materials over here. Just a second. They still need a bit of work. Take these and give it a go.
That was so complicated. Paimon is all out of brain juice. Did you get it?
It all comes with practice. No one's expecting your first try to be perfect. Folks like you who want to learn my craft are a rare find nowadays.
Did you build that humongous miHoYo lantern using the same method?
That one? I suppose it's fair to say the method is the same, broadly speaking. But no single person can take credit for it. The whole of Liyue comes together to make it.
So it was a community effort?
Surely you've heard about it. The Xiao market is actually a fundraiser, aiming to support the Ming Xiao lantern's construction.
Whoa, so that's how the miHoYo lantern is built.
Such is the lantern rite tradition. The Ministry of Civil Affairs might be covering the bulk of the costs, but it's the citizens of Liyue that donate the materials, among many other things.
Oh, so that's what that little girl meant when she said she donated her ragdoll. But since when do you build miHoYo lanterns out of ragdolls?
Well, the Lantern Rite is a major festival. If somebody wants to make a contribution, no matter how small, or in this case symbolic, we tend not to reject them. All well-meaning contributions are gratefully received. especially considering how grand of an occasion the Lantern Rite is for everyone. People believe that joining the effort might bring them good luck. Alrighty then. Shouldn't you get going? With all that the festival has to offer, I'm sure you must be on a busy schedule. Of course, if you want to make another Xiao Lantern at any time, you know where to find me. Happy Lantern Rite. Have fun. Building materials. Yes, this seems to be enough. Ah, and I still have these. Building materials. Yeah.
So, did you find Jingming?
We did! And he taught us all about how to make Xiao lanterns. Even though Paimon can't really remember any of it.
No worries. You can always ask Jingming if you need to refresh your memory. I should go. Duty calls. Happy Lantern Rite.
Now, isn't this lively?
Hey there. Don't be shy.
Hello again, Wangya. How's the miHoYo lantern construction coming along?
Good to see you two. The miHoYo lantern is coming along smoothly, thank you. We're almost done collecting the required plastrite. The project should be completed in a few days. You'll have to come by when it's done. Plastrite is the main component of any miHoYo lantern. Most of the donations we get from the city folk are either mora or plastrite. A lot of them carve their heart's desires onto the plastrite they donate, as a prayer for good fortune and other blessings.
Paimon wants some good fortune too. Let's find some plastrite and make a wish.
Since you seem so eager to donate, how about you keep your eyes open for less common varieties of plastrite? Those are the ones we lack the most at the moment. One is called azurite. It is occasionally found in the northern part of Mount Tianheng. When azurite gets caught in the roots of ordinary vegetation, it sometimes produces bloaty floaties, which have floating seeds. The other one is called vermilionite, which is extremely dangerous as far as most people are concerned. In Guili Plains, old ruin hunters who have lost the power of flight use vermilionite to keep themselves airborne. Well, they're just more stylish, I suppose. Actually, they're just blue and red varieties of plastrite. Gemstone merchants only gave them fancy names to try and impress their customers. The difference in their features compared to regular plastrite might be minuscule, but the difference in price is astonishing. No, never mind that. Just bring some azurite and vermilionite back to me. I'm counting on you.
Come into being!
The threads of your fate lie in my hand.
Burst forth! Live! Feel this ancient power! Verdict is...
Life goes on.
Live! Witness my great undertaking!
Go. We're back with a fresh supply of azurite and vermilionite.
I knew I could count on you. Let me see. Yep, without a doubt, these are azurite and vermilionite. But don't you want to make your wishes? You brought back just enough materials for both of you. Come on, get carving.
Done. Paimon prays for a bottomless stomach to eat more delicacies with. And you? Let Paimon see. Huh? Well, that doesn't sound like something you'd wish for. So you made a wish for him instead. Don't you worry. Paimon will help you find him, and we'll spend the next lantern rite together. Then we'll release a gazillion Xiao lanterns to make up for all those wishes you've never had a chance to make.
If you're done with your carvings, you can hand over your azurite and vermilionite to me.
Miss Wang, yeah?
Well, hello, Chang Chang. What's up, little missy? Can't find your granddad?
Granddad said he's busy and I should go play on my own. I want to make a Xiao lantern, but I don't know how. Miss Wangya, could you help me make a Xiao lantern?
Sure thing, but promise me that you'll go back home as soon as we're done playing. With so many people at the festival, your granddad will be worried sick if you stay out too long.
Thank you, Miss Wangya. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
I certainly do. That's how I made my first Mora, helping visitors make Xiao lanterns by the docks. Ah, good times. I should really stay here to keep an eye on the girl. Hey, could I bother you to go to the construction site at the dock and gather some building materials? Great, thanks. I appreciate it.
This always gives me the most indescribable feeling of nostalgia.
Why does it have to be so hard? I'll never learn how to make a Xiao lantern.
All in good time. Don't give up. Practice makes perfect.
Lantern Rite special drill tank.
Look over there! That guy's acting very suspicious. Don't you think?
Hey, what you doing? What you staring at me like that for? Get gone! Huh? All right. If you all won't get gone, I'm just gonna get going myself, I guess.
Wow. Paimon thought he might be a shady character? Then he opened his mouth and now Paimon's sure of it. He must have been up to something when he was crouching down on the ground, because as soon as he saw us approaching, he stood up and acted all innocent. Paimon has a bad feeling about this. What could he be up to? Let's investigate. Well, this area is full of construction supplies for the miHoYo lantern. Paper, oil, wood? Oh! All highly flammable materials!
Hey, what you doing? What you staring at me like that for? Get gone! Huh? All right. If you all won't get gone, I'm just gonna get going myself, I guess.
On the last day of the Lantern Rite, huge crowds come out to watch the miHoYo lantern being released. It can't be a good sign if there's a suspicious character lurking around somewhere so dangerous. If he's Who's been tampering with the stockpile of lantern supplies? Let's get the materials we came for first. We can tell Wanya about the situation when we get back. Because everyone in Liyue has worked really hard for this. No one should be allowed to spoil it, period. Oh, fine. There's so many delicacies in Liyue Harbor. Matsutake meat rolls, mora meat, almond tofu. That should be enough. Let's get back to Wangya.
Did you get the materials? Ah, yes, these will do. Let me make a Xiao lantern for Ching Ching.
We saw a shady character skulking around the highly flammable materials at the construction site. He looked like he was up to no good.
I see. Okay. Please inform the Ministry of Civil Affairs about what you saw. I'll talk to Jingming. With so many people visiting for the Lantern Rite, we can't afford to ignore something like this.
Miss Wangya, is something bad gonna happen at the Lantern Rite?
Not to a darling little angel like you, Chang Chang. Come on now, good girl. Head back to your granddad and don't get distracted along the way. We don't want to make him worry.
Miss Wangya, is something bad gonna happen at the Lantern Rite?
Not to a darling little angel like you, Chang Chang. Come on now, good girl. Head back to your granddad and don't get distracted along the way. We don't want to make him worry.
Miss Wangya?
Not to a darling...
Halt! This is the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yeah! We saw a shady-looking guy snooping around near the stockpile of highly flammable Mingxiao lantern supplies. We must defend the grilled tigerfish food stall at all costs!
Goodness. This is a serious matter indeed.
Exactly what Paimon thought! Liyue Harbor's cuisine is the heart and soul of the city!
It seems we disagree on where the seriousness of the matter lies. But you're not wrong, my little friend. Rest easy. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has assigned a specialist to keep the Lantern Rite safe. I will inform him of this matter and order him to step up vigilance in due course.
In due course? This is serious! Why not get your butt over there and tell him straight away?
I wish I could, but he's yet to return. He's taken a small team to Guili Plains. Huh? But you're a traveler, aren't you? You've come all this way for the Lantern Rite, and yet you are willing to lend a hand?
Our pleasure! We're experts in this kind of stuff. We lend hands all the time. Oh, like the time we...
Really? Then we are indebted to you. travelers are so kind these days. Ah, yes. No commission should go unpaid. I will take care of the compensation. Again, thank you both.
You have 2 seconds to tell me what you need.
Come into being!
It's a hilly blockade. There's so many of them. Why would they gather together like this? We can't let them get away with being a menace to the people here. Let's show them what we've got.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Oz, reveal thyself.
Live!
Life goes on. Faster.
Burst forth! Burst forth! Ha! 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 Burst forth! Here! Ha! 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 Who are you? Oh, thank you. If it weren't for your help, today may have ended quite differently. I'm in charge of keeping the Lantern Rite safe. A lot comes out of the woodwork at this time of year. There are thieves around every corner. I encountered one during my patrol just now, so I called a few men and we pursued them out here. Once we got here, we decided to split up. I was searching this area. The thief seems to have made a clean getaway, and I sure didn't bank on these monsters being here. I was just assessing whether it would be better to send for reinforcements or find another way to disperse them. And that's when you showed up and dealt with them. And thank goodness. I don't know how long it would have taken for the others to get here. Well, I need to get back to looking for that thief. But thanks for your help. Until next time.
Wait a second. We're not done here.
Oh, is there something else? Another one? It's interminable. Right. When I get back, I'll get the other troops to be extra vigilant in the area. In the middle of the festival, too. What are they up to?
Do you get the feeling... Paimon thinks so, too. With our wealth of experience, adventuring far and wide, we should be able to get to the bottom of this. So let's go back to the place where we witnessed the shady-looking guy. Paimon hears from patrol officers that criminals love to go back for another look at the crime scene after the event. It's a psychological thing, apparently. That's why there's no time to lose. When there's highly flammable materials involved, once the crime happens, it'll be too late. Aha! Knew it! Wait! There's another person!
Lantern Rite?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Xiao? Are you here for the festival?
I have no interest in Lantern Rite. I sensed a malign influence here. I'm here to investigate. When a shackle is loosened in the realms of deities and demons, I take full responsibility. But this time, the threat comes from the mortal world. Your world. Thus you shall take full responsibility, mortal traveler. When the time comes, I hope you shall act promptly and decisively. I do not wish for the tassel of the polearm that has slaughtered countless demons to become stained with mortal blood.
What's this?
A symbol that your suspected evildoer left behind.
Doesn't look familiar to Paimon.
Well, you will have to show me how much you can accomplish on your own strength. Because if I become involved, there is a possibility that the streets of Liyue Harbor will be painted red this Lantern Rite.
Well, that sounds terrible. Let's not be impulsive. Why don't we figure out the origins of this symbol first? The one the suspected criminal left behind. Oh! Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Kaya will know something about it.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Come into being! Burst forth!
Well, well. Long time no see.
Kaya! We went to the Lantern Rite in Liyue!
Ah, well. How was it? Fun?
Delicious.
Well then, you ought to be looking forward to Mondstadt's Ludi Harpastum. I'm sure it will be to your liking.
Right. Kaya, there's something we need to tell you about.
Lantern supplies. Stockpile of wood, paper, and oil. At the very least, it sounds like an accident waiting to happen. How very amusing. What makes you think I would recognize this symbol?
Exactly.
You should watch what you say, honorary knight. What do you mean, flirt with the dark side? The Knights of Favonius certainly does not have dealings with its enemies. That has to do with a certain knightly virtue called integrity. Anyway, I digress. This is the symbol of the cross-border criminal organization you know as the Treasure Hoarders. If you are curious to know more, I can put you in touch with an informant on the inside.
Didn't you just say the Knights of Favonius don't have dealings with their enemies?
This is my own personal informant. Nothing to do with the Knights of Favonius. A little later, make your way over to Windrise. I'll arrange for the informant to meet you there.
Thanks, Kaya!
Oh, and remember, wine begets wisdom.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey! You're the guy, right? Kaya's informant?
Informant? Not me.
But this is the place we agreed upon, and you're the only other one here, so...
Place we agreed upon? I know nothing.
Ugh, stop being so annoying.
Okay, yeah, it's me.
How was any of that even slightly necessary?
What do you want to know about?
situation.
Okay, I see.
So, what can you tell us as an insider?
I do not think this is the work of the treasure hoarders. The reason the treasure hoarders are able to sustain a giant cross-border operation is because they abide by one fundamental principle. Caution. Softly, softly, catchy monkey is the name of the game for them. By contrast, the idea of taking huge risks to try and make a fortune is utter folly in their eyes. Liyue has the Adepti looking after it, doesn't it? And they're especially active during the Lantern Rite. There's just no way that they, slip of the tongue, when you've been undercover as long as I have. Where was I just now? Oh, yes. There's no way that they, the treasure hoarders, would dare make a move during the Lantern Rite. Also, the treasure hoarders organization in Liyue recently received an anonymous letter.
Why would someone send them an anonymous letter? Trying to frame them, perhaps?
Nobody knows. But what I can tell you is which branch of the treasure hoarders has the letter in their possession. There. I've marked their location on the map for you.
Great! Well, Paimon thinks this was productive. This is our only solid lead. Let's not waste it.
If there's nothing more, I should get back to treasure hoarding. Get back to those treasure hoarding lowlifes. To, spy on them.
Sorry, pal, wrong way. Wherever you think you're going, it's that way.
But isn't that the way to Liyue Harbor?
Right. Here is nowhere. So the other way is Liyue Harbor.
If you're looking for somewhere to stay, I suggest you go to the Wangshu Inn. Fair prices, great customer service, and a wonderful view.
How do you know about the letter?
One of Liyue's Adepti told us about it.
Did they now? I somehow doubt that.
You should not doubt it. It was I who sent them to investigate. Any further questioning, you may direct to me.
Did you just appear out of thin air?
You're the vigilant Yaksha!
Hey, watch your tone of voice. Or do you seriously want to pick a fight with an Adeptus?
Okay, it's not that we don't believe you're an Adeptus. It's just... everyone needs to look at the bigger picture here.
As you well know, we treasure hoarders are no serious threat to anyone. We're petty criminals, that's all.
So, if you are truly an Adeptus, please show us some mercy, would you?
Of course. If it turns out you're not a real Adeptus.
Then please, don't blame our weapons for treating everyone equally.
You're open!
Useless! Useless! Burst forth!
Please, my heroic friend and Adeptus buddy, have mercy.
The letter is drivel anyway. It's not worth an armed conflict. Just take it.
How about that? Paimon knew it all along. Let's see what they wrote.
I see. Then let us send these two to the meeting. The sender may be plotting something truly diabolical for the Lantern Rite. It seems they want to burn down the entire city.
Great, everyone's happy. You're good, we're good. However...
These two, they don't look anything like us.
It'll be fine. When we're in disguise, no one will be the wiser.
It still seems like a long shot to me, but with the help of an Adeptus, hopefully everything will turn out fine.
Well, the safety of Liyue is in your hands now. Good luck. Even the treasure hoarders don't want to see the city burned to the ground.
Then it is settled. What is it? Huh? I am not partial to crowded areas, especially at this time of the year. When this matter is resolved, come to Wangshu Inn. In previous years, the Xiao lantern has been visible even from there.
He's vanished! Did he go back to Wangshu Inn already? But the time mentioned in the letter, that's today, isn't it? Come on, let's go to the meeting place. Paimon wonders what the sender of the letter is planning. Life goes on.
All right. You folks from the treasure hoarders, yeah? I thought I insinuated in my letter there that you should have done like I done and put on a mask and a costume and so forth. But it seems you didn't all get the memo. It's pretty cool, though. Gutsy.
Well, guess what? We don't need to go sneaking around everywhere wearing disguises because, unlike you, we would never do anything so shameful that we would need to wear masks while doing it. Really? I was in the middle of my speech and everything!
Well, wait a second now. You folks ain't no treasure hoarders. What game are you two playing? Burst forth!
Oz, reveal! Go.
Live! Okay, I give up.
Give up now, or feel the wrath of my Paimonial... Huh? You're giving up just like that?
I'm just a lowly apprentice thief who really looks up to the treasure hoarders.
An apprentice thief?
Yeah, for a greenhorn like me, especially working on my own and all, the treasure hoarders? Oh, man, they're my heroes.
Wait a second.
So, I thought I'd try and set up some sort of lucrative opportunity and submit my pledge of loyalty.
Wait a second. None of this is making any sense. Paimon was expecting a serial arsonist to be someone more sinister, evil-looking. But instead, we get you.
Arson? What the heck are you talking about?
Don't pretend. Paimon's seen you loitering around piles of highly flammable materials.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I was only checking the place out. My plan ain't got nothing to do with those lantern construction materials.
Are you serious?
Well, I just wanted to nab me the biggest chunk of plaustrite in 20 years is all. I was gonna wait till nightfall, chop off half the tethers, float it out to sea.
Oh.
Then, all I'd have to do is find some way or another of bringing it down, so I could hide it underwater in the shallows. The perfect crime.
For a perfect crime, it sure has a lot of holes. For example, how exactly were you planning to bring down the plaustrite once it was airborne?
Well, I was still in the process of figuring out the details, hence why I hadn't made my move yet.
This guy is an imbecile. Okay, let's teach him a lesson. None of the Millilith have gotten hold of that idiot. Let's head back. We can notify the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Traveler, word spreads fast. We will keep watch over the thief. Thanks for your help. Looks like the Xiao lantern will be ready soon. A critical juncture. We cannot afford the slightest interference. Rest easy. Word was passed up the chain. Another group of very capable troops have been brought in. They're dressed as ordinary citizens. You wouldn't notice them in the crowd. If anyone dares make a move, they'll be on them in an instant. That's sorted then. You two get some rest, we'll take it from here. Enjoy the Lantern Rite in peace.
So, Paimon supposes that's taken care of then. Paimon wishes so too. Guess he won't make it this time. Wait! Do you remember what the inspiration for the miHoYo lantern was? So if it's modeled on an Adeptus, maybe Xiao would be interested this time. On the day the Mingxiao lantern is ready, we can meet him at Wangshu Inn like he suggested, then try to persuade him. Even though he said you can see the Mingxiao lantern from Wangshu Inn, we should get up close if we want to get that festival atmosphere.
Where has Master gone this time?
What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery?
It's so lively. If o-
What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery?
So is the matter resolved? Good. No. As I said, I am not partial to crowded areas, especially at this time of the year.
flying giant deer. Let's go take a look together.
Skybracer. A miHoYo lantern nonetheless. A fleeting creation of human hand. It means nothing to me. If this short-lived spectacle is one you wish to witness, I suggest you go to the city.
Oh, he really won't go. Let's go find the boss. She might have a few tricks up her sleeve.
Sounds like you and Xiao took care of business again.
Word certainly got around. The news even reached us here.
And yet another year's Lantern Rite will soon be over, and he still won't go and take a look.
All these long years, and I've never seen him attend the Lantern Rite. I'd go as far as to say it'd be easier bringing the festival to him than the other way around.
Bring the festival to him. Yeah, if Xiao won't go to the Lantern Rite, then let's bring the Lantern Rite to him.
Sorry, surely you realize I was joking. How would you bring the Lantern Rite to him exactly?
When we were in the city checking out the festivities, we learned how to make Xiao lanterns. We even found a food stall serving local delicacies. So much tasty food! So many pretty Xiao lanterns! Not to mention, what else? Oh, the bygone heroes! His old friends! Aren't those the heart and soul of the Lantern Rite?
You're not wrong, but where would we settle that up?
Now that you mention it, I wonder. We need enough space to set up our own stall. There might just be enough room below the inn. Hey, let's take a look and choose a space. I believe I know the kind of stall you're after. There should be a few styles we can reference. Let me think. This is too close to the elevator entrance. I think we can do better.
Welcome. Take a seat, please. Need to get something from A to B?
No, here we'd be constantly interrupted by the foot traffic.
After peak season, nothing can sell.
here's not too bad. And it's safely away from all the foot traffic. Fitting choice. Oh, we've got ourselves a nice spot. Now we need to build a proper stall. I've thought about it, and I believe I know roughly how to go about it. If you'll excuse me for a moment, I'll try to figure out where to start. And voila! A little rough around the edges, but it should serve us well. What do you think? It was no big deal. Just a little bit of DIY that I picked up years ago. I've forgotten most of it, actually. Well, we can check the stall off our to-do list. It looks quite festive decorated with that Xiao lantern, wouldn't you say? Well, yes, but in my generation, it's just the norm for everyone who grew up in Liyue. Anyway, speaking of festivities, no celebration is complete without a feast. Do you know what you would like on the menu?
Almond tofu, that's for sure. We've made it for Xiao before.
Almond tofu and grilled tigerfish. Huh. What an interesting combination of flavors. I'll have a word with Smiley Yan Xiao. He should be able to rustle those up in no time. Luckily, the inn's pantry contains all the necessary ingredients. Oh, it's about time to summon our honored guest. Could you fetch him? The food should be ready by the time you come down.
Welcome.
What now? We've had the talk about crowded places. Do not make me repeat myself. Best you go alone. What is that supposed to mean? You brought the festival to me?
Okay, so there's a bunch of delicious snacks just laid out below the inn, and a bunch of Xiao lanterns, and there's practically no one else around to have to worry about. Better hurry up, or the food's gonna go cold. Come on down. Your very own miniature Lantern Rite Festival! Well, if it doesn't look mouth-watering.
So this is what you meant by bringing the festival to me? Is there no end to the peculiarities of human behavior? Does it serve any grander purpose? Is that so? Human motives defy my attempts to fathom them.
Less fathoming, more eating! Come on, dig in before it gets cold! to concentrate on eating now. Now that we're done with the most important part of the celebration, we should be heading out to see the Xiao lantern.
You may take your leave. There's nothing for me over there.
Yeah, the Xiao lantern may not be your thing, but surely there's no harm in taking a walk with us. The road from here to Liyue Harbor is long and full of dangers. We need someone to ensure our safety. Nobody says you have to enter the city. You can just see us off at the outskirts.
So be it. I shall accept your proposal.
There you go. All right, time to hit the road.
Burst forth! Burst forth! This is as far as I will go. Please see yourselves into the city.
You are obviously one of the heroes this festival is all about. Why don't you want to get involved?
I detest the rabble. No cares in the world. So peaceful, so joyful. They are nothing like me. Too long have I spent slaughtering, accompanied by the burden of suffering that follows in its wake. Crossing paths with all those jubilant people will only make me... That's all I have to say. Farewell. Are you really so enamored with such trivial amusements?
Hey, this is a legitimate festival, not some trivial amusement.
Legitimate. Enough. Go watch your lanterns. But stay vigilant. Keep your eyes open for any menace. If you find yourself in trouble, speak my name. Anywhere, anytime. Whether yours or Liyue's, I hear all cries for help, all prayers for peace, and all the wishes carried by the lanterns. Whether yours or Liyue's, I hear all cries for help, all prayers for peace, and all the wishes carried by the lanterns.
This?
Now, isn't this lively?
Going out into the world and investigating,
This is the
turning the
Lantern
unknown
Light
into the known. I miss this feeling.
Burst forth! Burst forth!
burst forth. Going out into the world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. I miss this feeling.